Behind me, we have one of my favorite tanks of all time, and it is a bizarre looking one. So what is it? This is the Praying Mantis. It's an experimental prototype built in World War II, and it's the answer to, can you design a vehicle specifically to shoot over cover? Now you might be thinking, how on earth can this possibly do that? I'm literally taller than it. Well, this entire center section can actually raise up hydraulically, and when it's all the way up, it's at 11.5 feet. That's 3.5 meters taller than the Centurion that's right next to me. But how does it work? So inside you would have a crew of 2. And if you actually look in the center section just here, you'd have a crew of 2. On the left, you have the driver who is literally laying on their belly, and to the right of them, you would have the gunner who's doing exactly the same. As you can see on the inside, there aren't really much in the way of seats in here, more like mattresses or beds inside. But how would this have worked practically? Well, if you imagine there's a squadron of British infantrymen in World War II trying to take an objective which has lots of tall cover, you would have sent out one of these, it would have extended upwards, and the gunner would be able to traverse the turret and look and try and find enemy to engage with. In reality though, this didn't leave the prototype stage, and there's a pretty good reason for that. They found when they were trialing this thing, again, keep in mind, when this is driving with the center section all the way up, the 2 members of the crew are basically on their bellies, sort of leaning forward in a very strange way. And they found that when they were driving this thing with it extended, the crew got what they described as seasickness, motion sickness, from the vehicle swaying back and forth as they're driving. And that was the main reason that this project went nowhere, because it was just so disorienting and just so strange. That being said, I think this could have seen potential success if it was remote controlled. Remote control technology was a thing during World War II, although nowhere near as advanced as it is now, of course. But it's a shame, because I think if this was remote controlled, this may have seen some success in World War II.